Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
This is the closing bell on the Stock Movers Report. The companies making moves at the close of U.S. trading with Carol Massar, Tim Stenovec, Romaine Bostick, and Scarlett Fu.
All right, let's get to some of the individual gainers, if we may. Carnival, this was definitely an outperformer, number one gainer in the S&P 500, folks, just finishing off its highs of the session. Still good enough for a gain of about 9.8%. The company giving a better than expected profit outlook for next year, reinstated dividend payments. The company expects adjusted net income to rise about 12% next year. That's higher than the average analyst estimate of an 8.7% increase. So that's quite some outperformance there. As we mentioned, they also announced that quarterly dividend, 15 cents a share after payouts were discontinued back in 2020. Company also said trends are poised to continue to next year on higher prices and bookings. So that lifting the cruise group on this Friday. Got to go over to Oracle, which has had a little bit of a tough go as it questions some of its moves and investments into AI and the debt that it's been taking on as a result. Actually getting a kick to the upside, up 6.9% in today's session. This happening on a Bloomberg exclusive, TikTok being bought by a group of buyers led by Oracle, which will own 15% of the entity, as will Silver Lake and MGX. That's an Abu Dhabi-based investment company. Oracle and ByteDance signing binding agreements to create a U.S. joint ventures. And so it will be an independent entity controlling data protection, content moderation, and algorithm security with a new 7-member majority American board of directors. So that was some interesting performance there for Oracle. And this one, for something different, I like to kind of go there. A small market cap, about $617 million. Ticker is WYFI, WhiteFiber. It was spun out this year from its parent company, Bit Digital, which is a crypto firm, which spun it off to focus on AI infrastructure. WhiteFiber provides AI data centers with what's known as biological white fibers for quick power and fast computing needed by AI and machine learning tasks. And what happened is some news today. It announced a 10-year, 40-megawatt co-location agreement between its subsidiary Enovum Data Centers and Nscale Global Holdings. There's a lot of stuff in here, but basically a new megawatt data center. What's interesting is it takes kind of existing facilities and makes it ready for high-performance data center compute, if you will, that's needed for AI, machine learning, and all that good stuff. So I just like to throw that out. It's a stock that is down about 5%, though, since its IPO back in August.
Okay, that one, I have a less complicated one, Carol.
Sorry.
I'm going to start with that.
Right,
bring it home, Tim.
Everybody knows what Nike does. Down
10.5%
10.5% today. This after the company warned that sales will decline this quarter. Persistent weakness in China. And then the Converse brand also seeing weakness, too. The company does expect revenue to be down in the low single digits in the 3 months that started on December 1st, with Converse sales plunging and Greater China sales down. Nike shares today down by 10.54%, kind of where they were throughout the session. Also, Lamb Weston. Oh,
wow, what
frozen
happened?
Potato French fries. Frozen potatoes
as
French
opposed
fries.
to
Look at this.
non-potato French fries?
You could have some sweet potato French fries.
Yes, very valid point.
You know.
Those aren't real fries, but thank you. All right.
Okay. Down 26%
It's the hill I'm
today.
willing to die on.
This is now trading at the lowest going back to March of 2020. The company came out, they maintained their full year guidance despite beating second quarter expectations. The company noted, though, in their press release that the price mix declined 8% in North America due to ongoing support of customers through price and trade. So essentially a profit warning about discounting and rising manufacturing costs. And finally, looking at home builders, specifically KB Homes today, this after a week where Lennar reported results that disappointed markets too. KB Home shares fell down 8.5%, at one point down the most intraday since 2020. This after the company posted fiscal fourth quarter profit that missed analyst estimates. The midpoint of the outlook range for fiscal 2026 housing revenue also lagged expectations. KB Home down 8.5%.
Let's take a quick check in yields. The entire curve shifting higher on the day, but we should point out pretty much every key point along that curve is lower on the week, including your 2-year yield, which is higher on the day, but is now dropped for 2 straight weeks as a lot of people continue to bet on continued Fed rate cuts into 2026.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.